I'm Ron Drotos from keyboardimprov.com, and welcome to day 10 of our Rock Piano for Beginners Workout Challenge. Glad you're doing this, and I'm glad I'm doing this too, because it's a chance to sort of give you the fluency that a true beginning will give you. This is the real beginning. This isn't just like struggling and being able to barely play something. We're really getting fluent, right? And then I'm also glad I'm doing this because it's really taking me back to why I play music in the first place, just to really have fun and enjoy it. So this is our last day that we're going to be focused exclusively on the A blues scale, and I hope you're glad we did this because you'll know it forever now. And also, we'll see that it helps us learn the next couple blues scales, knowing the A blues scale so well. So we're going to go through a whole bunch of tunes today. We're going to start just by warming up with our right hand playing the blues scale, and our left hand going a measure of A, a measure of G, a measure of F, back to G. So A, G, F, G, one measure each as a rock ballad. And we're both going to improvise on our right hand at the same time with the A blues scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I did 2 beats each. Because I was thinking about it, I forgot to tell you if this is the first one. We're timing this for 10 minutes. Or 20 minutes. It'll feel like 10 minutes. 1, 2, a measure of A. Now G, F, G, A minor, yeah. Just get into that rhythm. Yeah, easy now. We're easy now, right? Okay, so now let's go back to the 12-bar blues that we learned last couple of days. And we're going to start by just playing the chords in the right hand to get into the groove. Then we're going to add some specific things in the left hand. Because in a rock band, even though we don't really play usually the fancy bass lines that a bassist would, you don't want to get in the way of the bass player, you just generally kind of hint at it. Like if the bass player was going, you know, boom, 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 boom. We might go boom, boom, then let them go boom, 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 boom. But just kind of highlight some certain notes, you know, that kind of a thing. Matter of fact, rock pianists like Billy Joel and Elton John play so many octaves in their left hand that sometimes you hear them in interviews sort of complaining that their left hand forgot what else to play. Like they, you know, you still have to go back to Chopin or just play your scales to keep some flexibility in the left hand. Matter of fact, in one of the future sessions of this, in this 31-day cycle, we're going to look at the left hand and try some different exercises. But for now, here's the 12-bar blues starting on an A chord. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. A. You can hold it down and repeat for 4 measures. Now here's D. 1, 2, back to A. Yep, now E and D. Back to A for 2 measures. Now when I say 2 measures at the end for A, it's measures 11 and 12 of the 12-bar blues. For the final measure, we could go to E instead, the 5 chord, as a turnaround getting us back to the beginning. But we're not going to do that yet, but just to let you know, there are little variations on the blues. So if you ever play the blues and someone says, oh no, we go to this chord, go with it because it's just usually another variation. All right, so in the left hand, one note, A or octaves, we're going to play the root of each chord. So it'll be an A, and then later a D, and then E, D, A. And we're just going to try this like a Charleston. We have a little swing rhythm going on here, swing rock and roll. And then we move to D with the same thing. Here we go. 1, 2, left hand. Third time. One more time. Now D. Back to A. Now E. D. Back to A for 2 measures. Now we're going to start snapping on 2 and 4 if we can. Or tapping, or just playing the left hand. One more time. The chords in the right hand. Just hold them down. One more time. Play the Charleston rhythm in both hands, like bum, 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 bum. Now keep that going while I take a solo. Up like I just did, it's fine. Just get back on track. I'm just going to keep the beat going. You don't have to play. Now you're going to solo. I'm going to stop the beat. So you're going to solo now with the right hand over that beat. But the thing is, you can't do the right hand chords, right? Because you're going to solo. You can try to keep the left hand going, or you can just play the downbeats while I play the Charleston, or you don't have to do anything in your left hand. Remember, we've been talking about the last couple of days. Minimum viable piano. Whatever you can do that sounds good, that's what you do. 1, 2, get ready, 2, 3, 4. Right? Solo. the one and the and of two, you can go. They lock in with the left hand. You don't have to fight against yourself here. All right, so let's try that together. We'll just accomp, which is accompany with the chords in our right hand, and in the left hand play the Charleston rhythm with the roots. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no pattern. If you want it to sound a little more tinkly and bright, you play up there. If you want it to sound a little more boom, you play it down here, right? Is that a musical term? Boom. If you want it to sound like boom. You know what I mean? Great. So that's a good workout on the blues. You could try that in different keys as we move along too. Now we're going to start with a little bit of Back in Black, which we touched on at the end of yesterday's session. So there's just 3 chords for the main groove of the song. We're just going to play octaves. It's just E, D, A. Here with me, go. E, D, A. 2 again, and. Good. So if you know the song, you might know that the D and the A actually have 3 notes. So it's 1 note on E. Ba, 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 ba. Let's try that. Ba, 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 ba. Again, here we go. Ba, 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 ba. Good. And if you're going to play right hand chords, they're actually power chords. They're not the middle. You don't play the middle of the note. You play the E with just the root and the fifth. The E and the B. And then that's a power chord. It comes from guitarists. Also called D, E5, D5, because it's just the root and the fifth. You could also put the root on top and the fifth underneath. You could do that too, either one. But I'm just going to play with the root and the fifth. And people like John Lord, the organist, keyboardist in Deep Purple, play power chords all the time. So it's definitely a feature of hard rock, heavy metal, but sounds really nice and open. And it's actually related to classical music. Gregorian chant is open fifths in a lot of music from around the world in ancient times. So it has a power to it, a real power. So if the bass player and drummer are going boom, you don't necessarily have to do that. You can just keep the boom, ba ba ba, right? You just play the downbeat, boom, ba ba ba, ba ba ba, the third of those 3. So we're gonna solo in between. This kind of sets up a nice little thing, and you could do a solo. It's almost like a call and response, where the left hand's the call and the right hand's the response. So something like. You don't have to do both hands at once because it's pretty hard. If I was going to do this, I don't know if I would keep that bump the whole time while I'm soloing. I might just do the. Especially in a band. Definitely in a band. All right, so here we go. So I'll play the bump, 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 bump with you, and then you take the right hand riff. You might want to just do that, or you could do both hands, one at a time. 1, 2, left hand, starts. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2. Now we'll both play those at the same time. Keep going. back to two of our sort of greatest hits right now, right? We know Stairway to Heaven. Remember, it's the A minor to G to F, back to G, and it's G at the end. So it's A minor for 2 beats, G, F, 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 G. All right. So you can either just play the chords and the bass line, or you can take a solo, whatever you want. Here we go. Or play the solo and the bass line. 1, 2, 3, 4. On some level, you can do that easy, even if it's just the right hand. That's a big step. You want to get to that sense of playing what you can do with a sense of ease, flow, and fluency. I like those 3 things. A sense of ease, flow, and fluency. They all go together, right? Then you gradually introduce more things. If you don't learn what you can do now with fluency, you'll never learn how to play with flow and fluency, because you'll always be learning right on the edge of what you can do. So you want to do both at the same time. Let's go to All Along the Watchtower. Remember the same 3 chords. So just pick it up. Whatever you want to do. Just having a jam session. Back and forth. I'll go first. So, well, I told you it would feel like 10 minutes. That flew by like that, right? Time flies when you're having fun. So thanks for being here, and yeah, we've really gotten the A blues scale pretty well. If you've been doing this for 10 weeks already, or 10 days already. So moving forward, we're going to start with the E blues scale tomorrow. We're going to find it's pretty easy to learn once we know the A so well, and we'll work on the tune Born to Be Wild. So thanks for being here. Good luck with your playing. Please subscribe to my channel if you want notifications. Click on the picture of myself at the bottom of the screen. I also linked to another video of mine I think you might enjoy, and some lessons at keyboardimprov.com for you. Take care. See you tomorrow.